Welcome to the unofficial Blocktails wiki. This wiki is a community-driven wiki about the Roblox game Blocktails, a game developed by Spaceman Moonbase. As of now, the game is currently in its first demo, with a second one planning to be released sometime soon. About Blocktails, Blocktails is an adventure-type Roblox experience where players are given the quest to retrieve the sword fight on the height swords, whilst defeating enemies that get in the way. If you'd like to contribute by putting in a missing piece of information, feel free to do so. However, before you start exploring the wiki, please read our wiki policy, alongside the manual of style for new editors. Did you know that trying to fight enemies that give 0 XP out of the pit will automatically defeat them on touch? Did you know that your flavor color in the options menu will also change how your idle animation looks in battles? Locations are places that players can enter into in order to complete a specific request, e.g. entering Bizville to start the prologue. Below will show every location that players can access in-game. Bizville. Bizville is the location that players first enter when starting the prologue. It consists of several different buildings, most notably stores, players can enter in order to purchase a specific item, e.g. food, and can also interact with other NPCs located throughout the map. Lorenzo Shop. This shop on the right of the hotel contains what is mainly food to restore your HP, SP, or to remove negative status effects. It is likely the first shop the player will encounter during the game, and as such contains basic items. Similar locations can also be seen as well. An example being the Iron Cafe. Sketchy figure. Located to the right of the hotel, the sketchy figure can sell several different types of cards for different amounts of bucks. Note, there is not enough bucks to buy everything, so spend it wisely. Meadows. The Meadows is an area where players first encounter enemies, excluding the Roblox HQ. It consists of several hills and roads with trampolines and a single house next to a river. Cave. The cave is an area which players can enter through after leaving Bizville. As the player goes further into the caves, ice and ice spikes will begin to appear. The Iron Cafe. The Iron Cafe is located in East Bizville, where you can purchase a wide variety of consumables. Lorenzo Shop. Sketchy figure. Caves. Meadows. The Iron Cafe. Road Town. Road Town is the area players enter after leaving the caves. Within Road Town, there's a store that sells both cards and items, alongside a hotel which players can enter to regenerate health. A bar is also located in the hotel, where players can buy consumables. Desna and Eska's Shop. Road Town. Eska's Shop doesn't sell as many SPEHP Regen items as Lorenzo's Shop, but it does sell multiple items that can increase attack or apply status effects to enemies, which can give the player a massive advantage during fights and encounters. Desna's Shop sells multiple useful cards, most notable of which are the Knight and Baller cards, which increase attack at the expense of removing the sword or ball ability. This is also the first appearance of the Cure card, which appears later on at floor 10 of the pit. Ye Old in Road Town, the oldest and largest building, and the only inn in Road Town. The inn has 2 rooms, with one of them belonging to the player. It also has a bar that sells HP Regen status HP Regen items and a Dizzy dial. Desna and Eska's Shop. Ye Old Inn. Blackrock Castle. Blackrock Castle is an area players can enter once receiving the dynamite, then blowing a blocked passage up, allowing entrance through what seems to be a basement. Outside, there can be seen several characters that players can interact with, alongside a store which sells several different kinds of coffee. Ice Cream Cart. Blackrock Castle. The ice cream cart can be seen to the right of the main entrance. When interacted with, it will give the player several different types of coffee that players can purchase for a specific amount of ticks. The selection is identical to the Iron Cafe, however some prices have been changed. Throne Room. Blackrock Castle. The throne room is a long corridor with large windows, at the end of which everything is covered in ice. At the end of the corridor, there is an ice throne on which sits the cruel king that you can fight. At the entrance, there is a green plate that restores HP and SP. Ice Cream Cart. Throne Room. The Pit. The pit is an area that can only be accessed through the sewers once a player has obtained the shrinking ability. It is an endgame arena mode challenge for players to go through once they have beaten the game. Every 10 floors players will reach a checkpoint to teleport to and heal. Floor 1. Helmet Noob. Nightly Noob. Floor 2. Cultist Noob. Sharp Nooblet. Floor 3. Cultist Noob. Nightly Noob. Winged Nooblet. Floor 4. Sharp Nooblet. Nooblet. Floor 5, Winged Nooblet, Nooblet, Helmet Nooblet, Floor 6, Nooblet. Devious Rat, Winged Nooblet, Floor 7, Devious Rat, Cultist Noob, Floor 8, Cultist Noob, Winged Nooblet, Helmet Noob, Sharp Nooblet, Floor 9, Noobador, Blue Noob, Red Noob, Floor 10, Daze Card, Floor 11, Devious Rat, Ant Army, Smugupine, Hungry Wolf, Floor 12, Ant Army, Hungry Wolf, Cheeky Eagle, Floor 13, for Cheeky Eagles, Floor 14, Crossbow Crony, Cheeky Eagle, Banished Knight, Floor 15, Loyal Knight, Hungry Wolf, Crossbow Crony, Snorri Bear, Floor 16, Banished Knight, Loyal Knight, Floor 17, Loyal Knight, Hungry Wolf, Crossbow Crony, Snorri Bear, Floor 18, Crossbow Crony, Sentient Statue, Loyal Knight, Floor 19, for Sentient Statues, Floor 20, Fireball Card. Currently, there are only 20 floors in the pit, and 2 cards that can be obtained, cards obtained on Floor 10 and 20. The Pit, Floor 10. The Pit, Floor 20. Combat. Combat in Block Tales are actions players can use for a specific purpose, for example to damage enemies. Below will show you is that are mainly used in the game for combat. When you enter into a battle, an indicator will be displayed in the center bottom of your screen, showing 2 dials, showing your or your compatriot's current HP and SP. There is also an image of the corresponding player's face above the box that has the dials, which is colored differently depending on the menu color of the player it corresponds to. Health points HP shows how much health a player has during a battle. Special points SP is expended to use certain card abilities. Low health, having or rolling to 5 HP to HP distorts the music and changes the player's idle animation to one that demonstrates exhaustion. Having or rolling to less than 2 HP distorts the music even further. When players are rolling to or at 1 HP, the combat log will read player barely survived. And the background of the name, part of the HPASP box, will become gold colored.